Teachers, what's your next goal in life? To further your teaching career? To earn a master's or doctorate degree in education? How about an additional certification? Or if you just need credit for Act 48? Gwynedd Mercy University's School of Graduate and Professional Studies is open for discovery. Visit accelerated.gmercyu.edu. That's accelerated.gmercyu.edu to learn more and discover the next.
This is the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, Fantasy Football Follies. The Week 8 recap of the NFL and fantasy football world. What can I say? I'm so fucking in to football this year. I'm going to keep it 400% real. I've never, ever in my entire life been so emotionally and intellectually, that's right, said intellectually invested in an NFL season across the board. I mean, I guess when you're a kid, you're looking at it differently. But the fantasy football follies, the fantasy football season, everything about football in the 2016 year, it'll go down. It's a game changer for me. I hope it can always continue to be this fun. And it's not just because I'm winning the Howard Stern Emotional Friends Fantasy Football League. It's not about that. Of course, that helps. I love that. That's great. Because I am the sole winner. I am in sole position of first place. All alone. I took down Will Murray. I stuck him and bled him out like a pig before a pig roasting. I love Will Murray. Good dude. Stand-up guy. Had my back when the undesirables tried to vote me out of the league. He's a good competitor and a good fantasy football player. But Rapaport's the light, a.k.a. that thing's big, a.k.a. make it stop. We're on a roll right now, and hopefully we can continue. We'll get into that later. Listen, the live show in New York City is happening December 10th at Irving Plaza. Me, G. Moody, last name rhymes with duty, at Irving Plaza. What more can I say? For tickets, go to www.iamrapaporttour.com. It's going to be fantastic. I'm sure, I'm not guaranteeing it, but I'm sure we're going to have special guests. We've had kick-ass live shows, but there's going to be a little something special in the air that night, December 10th in New York City, because we're going to be at the crib. So we're going to be hyped. All right. This was the highest scoring week of the NFL season across the board. All right? Which means that this was a big week for fantasy football. 36-22, 27-27, 41-25, 31-28, 30-14, 25-20, 30-24, 30-20, 20-13, 27-19, 33-32, 29-23, and 20-10. The highest scoring team of the week was, the New England Patriots, who could have put up 50 if they kept their foot on the gas in the fourth quarter. They took the wacky Ryan brothers. They took it to them. I love those wacky Ryan brothers. Rex and Rob, they're out of their trees. No pun intended. But they got their asses kicked. They beat them, remember? The Bills beat them. It was the last time before Tommy Brady came back from his suspension. But it was a whole different game, whole different animal when Tommy B is in the mix. 41-25, and it wasn't even that close. Literally, they could have scored 50 points. If you hear the moaning in the background, it is my dog, Wheezy. The I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, sports news dog. I got to pay homage to Jay Cutler, and I got to pay homage to Aaron Rodgers. Cutler, you smoked cigarettes, and you smoked what I thought was the unstoppable Vikings defense. Now, we all know that I gave him the business on the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, Fantasy Football Follies, before he got injured. Took him to task on social media. I mocked him before the game. that he was actually even coming back, but his man Brian Hoyer went out with a broken arm or broken wrist, something like that. But Jay Cutler, you were rusty in the first half, but then you got it together, and somehow or another, you were throwing it around the yard. That TMZ video I did must have fired you up, Jay Cutler. Salud. You cigarette-smoking, funny-faced, frat boy-looking dude. You kicked ass. I hope you have a great rest of the season. I have nothing personal against you. I don't even know if Jay Cutler smoked cigarettes. I don't even know where that came from. Okay, Aaron Rodgers is back. And after the pep talk that I gave him and the near benching for Brian Hoyer, he's out there playing like the MVP of old. Okay? He's taking guys off the practice squad and making them look like true blue American cocksmen, true studs. No Randall Cobb, no T.Y. Montgomery, and the Packers only lost to the Falcons by 1 on the road in a potential NFC playoff matchup. Okay? Aaron Rodgers, you're looking good. Olivia Munn, yo, take it all back. You're doing your thing. You're kicking ass for Rapaport's Delight, a.k.a. That Thing's Big, a.k.a. Make It Stop. And every other fantasy football fan out there that has Aaron Rodgers, I think he's back and he's doing a thing. He is something else, man. Aaron Rodgers, the way he moves around the pocket. Cam Newton, you're a far better athlete than Aaron Rodgers. Watch some Aaron Rodgers tape, okay? Because maybe if you moved around a little bit the way Aaron Rodgers did, you won't be getting smacked around as much as you have been. And I love you, Cam Newton. Ties in the NFL. Seattle and Arizona tied in primetime last week in a 6-6 snooze fest. But a 27-27 tie by the Redskins and the Bengals in London, it's unacceptable. We got to figure out a way that these dudes could go to overtime, and then they could have like a passing contest. Maybe like we bring out some tires and let the quarterbacks do passes. We let like the receivers start throwing balls. Like make it like into like a fair. Like do fair, because there shouldn't be a tie in the NFL. It's just unacceptable. It's the first time since 1997 that there were back-to-back weeks with ties. Okay, we got to figure something out, okay? Because hopefully this won't last. There got to be a shootout, a punting contest. There's so many ways to break a tie in the NFL. And I say you get some of the big defensive linemen, make them race each other. A 40-yard dash after playing 4 quarters in overtime. Let them run the 40-yard dash. See who could do it the fastest. That'll break the fucking tie. Do away with the tie. Having the playoff races affected by teams with ties is gross. Okay, it grosses me out. Washington's kicker missed a winner from 34 yards with 2 minutes left. That'll get you benched, Duke. That'll get you benched. Romy Bean, a cheerleader for the Denver Broncos, dressed in an inflatable dinosaur costume and performed all of her responsibilities to the delight of the Denver faithful. Now, you might be saying, well, what the hell does Romy Bean have to do with anything that has to do with football? Well, the costume obviously pumped up the Denver D, okay, who got Rapaport's Delight 22 points with a pick 6 against Phillip Rivers and the Chargers at home. So, Romy Bean, shout out to you, okay? You're looking good. I saw you. Halloween should have been on Sunday. The Oakland Raiders, a.k.a. the hopefully not Las Vegas Raiders, are now sitting at 6-2 in the brutal AFC West behind Gunslinger. Derek Carr, I fucking like this guy. I like him. He looks like he's ready to fight. I like tough, shit-talking quarterbacks. You know who he actually reminds me of? He actually reminds me in attitude of a young Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers, when he first came into the league, used to talk a lot of shit. Derek Carr had 4 touchdowns and 500 yards passing against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 500 yards passing against the Bucs. My man Big Mike Evans had a down week. Maybe it's because I traded him, I regret to say this, in the Allison Chains League to Michael Fabiano. Michael Fabiano of the NFL Network for Gio Bernard, who had a touchdown in London, and Jay Ajayi, okay? If you need to hop on a call, Big Mike, we can do that. Listen, the Allison Chains League, it's for charity, okay? I don't want you to take it personal. I was afraid that Mike Evans might have, sort of tanked the game to sort of, show, oh, Rapaport, you're not loyal to me. It had nothing to do with that, okay? In the same Alice in Chains league, I have Michael Crabtree, who's looking like his old star self, and I have Amari Cooper in the Stern League. To me, they're the best starting receiver core in the NFL. It's not even close. The Raiders are for real. All right, Big Mike Evans, trust me, it wasn't personal. It's a charity league. It's not my bread and butter. It's not my money league. It's not my heart and soul league, which, of course, is the Howard Stern Emotional Friends League, which I am in first place for. The Raiders D, trust me. Listen, you guys got offense. Your defense is whack. You need to get your mind right. Okay, they were supposed to be the centerpiece with Khalil Mack and company, but the Raiders D, yo, you need to figure it out. And Jack Del Rio, I know you used to get busy in the 80s, okay? I know, you look like a partier, okay? You got your team playing well, but Jesus Christ, I know you're the Oakland Raiders, but you got to cut back on penalties, man. This week was the most penalized game in Raiders history, but you somehow still got the win. I'm proud of you, Oakland. All right, keep banging. Derek Carr, you're the real deal. It makes the league so much more fun when the Oakland Raiders are good. I hope the Oakland Raiders stay in Oakland. Fuck the Las Vegas Raiders. We'll see what this team is made of against the defending Super Bowl champs, the Denver Broncos in Oakland, because we know Von Miller and company, they come, they mean business, and their defense is no joke. What else? Cam Newton. Listen, Cam, I don't like to see you hit. You sat out because you had a concussion, which was your fault. You're trying to showboat the dude, and homeboy came to try to knock your block off, and he did knock your block off. I know that one hit that the dude on the Cardinals gave you was low. It wasn't intentional. You're complaining. I get that. You have a right to complain. But why aren't you calling out your linemen? Your linemen are the ones that are letting you get hit. You don't see Tom Brady taking shots like that. His linemen are about that life. Aaron Rodgers, he's not getting hit. He's back there. He's like a fucking ballerina back there. He's doing his nails, brushing his hair. He's running around. He's taking naps. And then he throws the ball when he wants to throw the ball. And he doesn't even have a guy like Kelvin Benjamin on his team. So I get it, Cam Newton. I get that you're upset. And I get that, you're not having fun. But the first person you should be calling out is your entire offensive line. Your two guards, your two tackles, and your center are the ones that are really, truly the fault here. They're the problem here. All right? See, I am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. I'm going to play a little funk for you. And then we're going to come back with That'll Get You Benched. Plus, I got a fucking voicemail from Bizarro Eli Manning. Yeah, Bizarro Eli Manning. He somehow got my number. He had some beef with me and wanted to call me up. I didn't answer the phone. I saw a phone call come in. It was blocked. Okay? And I got a phone call from Bizarro Eli Manning. So we have the first ever phone call from Bizarro Eli Manning. And right after that, we're going to go to That'll Get You Benched. All right, it's the Iron Rapaport Stereo Podcast. So as I mentioned before the funk break, I got what I felt was like a rude message from Bizarro Eli Manning. He heard that I was talking shit up here on the Fantasy Football Follies and saying things. I don't know this dude. I never met Duke. All right, I don't know how he got my number. But here's the voicemail that Bizarro Eli Manning left for me.
Hey yo, Rappercraft, yo, check this out, my man. I heard you was popping shit. Got your little fancy football follies bullshit. Alright? I got your number from my man. It's uptown. Just give me a little Buddha bag of shit. Asked around for the, any of y'all motherfuckers know this Rapaport character? Man said, Blau gave me a number. So yo, check this out, man. I'm gonna let you know something right now. I'm gonna see you at one of these Giants games. I'll see you all at the Jets game, sucking on your man, Brandon Marshall. I see what you're doing, flip-flopping around with your New York shit. I'm gonna tell you something right now. When I see you, Rapaport, smack the shit out you. I don't know, maybe TV is misleading you, something like that. You heard you was talking about my face. My face don't move. My face don't manipulate. I won the Super Bowl. I don't make faces. I lost the games. I don't make faces. When I smack the shit out you, Rapaport, what the fuck is you gonna say now? I had the week off. I was up in London. This fruity pebble ass wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? I was out in London. This motherfucker was out there buying disco outfits. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck is going on. This little French fry ass motherfucker whining and complaining. You call me up, yo, Eli. You wanna come with me to the Gucci store? I said, motherfucker, don't be calling my motherfucking phone, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't be calling my motherfucking phone. Odell. Fuck kind of name is Odell? I'm calling my fucking phone again. Got this cornball motherfucker Peyton. My brother Peyton. Let me tell you something about this motherfucker. He's soft. Motherfuckers always try to shit on me. Cornball motherfucker got discount, double check commercials and all that old Nationwide is on your side. Nationwide is on your side of corny shit. Da-da-da. What the fuck is you talking about? I'll smack this shit right out of you. That's what I told that motherfucker. I'll smack that shit right out of you. Say it again, motherfucker. You'll need a motherfucking another neck surgery when I'm done with you bitch ass motherfucker. The defense carried you last year. Brock Osweiler almost a gear spot. Talking that bullshit. This motherfucker with his discount, double check, Nationwide and all that shit. I was trying to get me a motherfucking endorsement. The reason why I was even calling you little bitch ass Rapaport. Trying to get me a motherfucking endorsement with Schlitz or some shit. I was trying to see if you know somebody in Schlitz, Colt 45 or one of them shits. You know what I'm saying? Try to hook me up. This motherfucker Cooper got endorsed. This motherfucker don't even play. Like, Cooper is the best out of all three. Cooper's soft. Cooper's a bitch ass motherfucker, man. I'll tell you that right now. My brother Cooper is soft. Trust. Everybody knows Cooper soft. Wasn't the best out of all of us at shit. Take that motherfucker's chicken wings on a regular. You know what I'm saying? Got me, motherfucker. Yo, Rapaport, listen, call me back. Alright? I'm at the payphone on 146 St. Nick. You know what I'm saying? They said you should come up here. I ain't seen you since. Sound like you know it, bitch. Call me the fuck back. Alright, but if I hear you talking shit one more time about me, my face, and any other shit, trust me, I'm gonna take my helmet off when I see you. Smack fire out your red-headed ass. Bitch ass motherfucker. What? That motherfucker on the payphone, man. Motherfucker, what? Motherfucker? No, motherfucker, I ain't got no motherfucking tickets. Man, fuck Odell. Fuck Odell. Yo, I'm out.
So yeah, that was that. That was a weird, disturbing phone call from Bizarro Eli Manning. I'm not calling him back. I'm a fan. I'm not looking for no beef with this guy. Obviously upset about a bunch of things that's going on with his life. Some you know, I don't know, beef between the brothers. Anyway, we're gonna get to that'll get you benched. Week 8. Let's get into it. Jamie Collins of the New England Patriots, all-pro linebacker, drafted in the second round of the 2013 draft by Billy the Chin, a.k.a. Billy Belichick, now traded to the Patriots farm team, a.k.a. the Cleveland Browns, for a third-round pick. What did you do, Jamie Collins? First, the Patriots shipped off Chandler Jones to Arizona because they didn't want to pay him or because he was on that ooh-wee in the offseason. But making a move like this takes balls. Takes a certain kind of deflated balls. Now the Patriots trade their best linebacker for nothing. Zero. No help. Okay, maybe they think that the AFC is locked up. The Patriots are headed into a bye. We'll check in with you next week, Bill Belichick. Okay, but Jamie Collins, you wanted a long-term deal for big money. The Pats weren't looking to pay you shit. That'll get you benched. Okay, traded from 7-1 to an 0-8 team. Jamie Collins, do that shit in the offseason. Now you're out in Cleveland. I don't give a shit what anybody says. I could care less that Khloe Kardashian is sniffing around out there and that the Cavaliers won a championship and that the Indians are in the World Series or may already be World Series champs. Cleveland is some bullshit. Nobody wants to play in Cleveland unless you're from Cleveland like LeBron James, and he don't really know any better. Mark Ingram, former Heisman Trophy winner, you had a big opportunity to shine against the banged-up Seahawks at home. But then you fumbled. You fumbled right out of the gate. Fumbling will get you benched, and it did. You fumbled in the fourth quarter against the Chiefs in Week 6, and in the first quarter against the Seahawks, which was returned for a touchdown. Nah, Duke. That'll get you benched. Sean Payton has had enough of you. Sat your ass down in favor of journeyman Tim Hightower, who had over 100 yards, okay? That could have been you. You could have been a contender, okay? You know what Marlon Brando said in On the Waterfront? You could have been somebody. You could have been a contender. But instead, you took a one-way trip to Palookaville. Worst part of it all was that I started you, okay, on some of my DraftKings matchups, okay, and you netted me, and you cost me and other people thousands and thousands of dollars who put faith in you. You got me 1.5 points. That'll get you benched in fantasy football and into the running back committee in New Orleans, okay? They don't care about you. And you know what? Now I don't care about you. Josh Huff, special team star for the Philadelphia Eagles, who has been big in the return game and has been moving up the depth charts as a receiver. You were trusted to throw a pass in Dallas. Just one pass, okay? You play in the primetime matchup against the Cowboys and you lose a heavily contested division battle. Then once you get home, you decide to take your weed and your gun for a ride across the Walt Whitman Bridge, which goes from Jersey to Philly. And whatever you did, you got pulled over and arrested. Josh Huff, you're bugging, Duke. Making top news for the day, and it wasn't even for your play. You're a rising speedster taken by the Eagles in the third round of the 2014 draft. This ain't Oregon, Duke. Leave your weed and your gun at home, my man. That'll get you benched. Where the fuck do you think you at? You're on the Walt Whitman Bridge? You ain't Tupac, my man. That'll get you benched. Suspended or cut. Hopefully not worse, my man. You're bugging, Josh Huff. You're bugging, my man. My man thinks he's Little Weezy. You not Little Weezy. You Josh Huff on the special teams for the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't care how things are going so far. All right? You're not Beanie Mac, motherfucker. Watch yourself. Finally, in this week's segment of That'll Get You Benched, well, the league, you guys, you mocked and ridiculed my picks at the draft, but who the fuck is laughing now? Rapaport's Delight is currently sitting in first place with a 3-game lead after Jason Kaplan, okay? You lost. You lost to fucking JD, okay? You lost. I could sit out next week. My team could literally take a bye. My team this week, led by Amari Cooper, we killed my man Will Murray's team, okay? You would have beaten a lot of other teams, Will. You put up a lot of points, but not Rapaport's Delight. Not AKA, that thing's big, AKA a history of violence. Once again, Rapaport's Delight led the entire league in scoring, which in our league rewards the top half scorers with a notch in the belt for the win column. The whole league is looking up at me, looking up at my win and loss record of 13-3. Jason Kaplan, J.D. Harmeyer, Fafa Gooey, and you, fuck, John Hine. That'll get you benched. Don't laugh at Rapaport's Delight during a draft ever again. I won that draft. You ridiculed me. As I said earlier, the Denver Broncos, they literally have won me 3 games this fantasy football season. Who's laughing now? Ha, ha, ha. You fuck you. All right. The I'm Rapaport Stereo Podcast is proudly sponsored by Casper Mattress. Casper is an obsessively engineered mattress at a shockingly fair price. Time magazine named it one of the best inventions of 2015. In fact, it's now the most awarded mattress of the decade. You could try Casper for 100 nights risk-free in your home. If you don't love it, they will pick it up and refund you everything. Casper mattresses are made in America. You could get a king-size Casper mattress for just $950. Okay, as I said, buying a Casper mattress is completely risk-free. They offer home delivery for free. With a 100-night sleep trial, get $50 towards any mattress by visiting www.casper.com/Rapaport. That's www.casper.com/Rapaport. Use the promo code Rapaport. They have sheets, they have pillows, they even have dog beds. Wheezy Rapaport, the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast Fantasy Football Sports News Dog, is laying on a Casper mattress right now. Aren't you, Wheezy? You look so good on your Casper mattress. Go to www.casper.com/Rapaport now.
If you are loving this podcast, you should tell a friend about it.
Spread the word about podcasts you think they would enjoy.
There's something for everyone, from entertainment and lifestyle
to news and politics
to sports and more.
Share it on social media.
Tripod.
Believe it or not, some people don't know how great podcasts are.
Or even how to find and listen to them.
You can help change that with a click.
Tell your friends about your favorite podcast.
And don't forget to tell us what you shared with the hashtag Tripod.
TRYPOD.
Tripod.
Thanks for spreading the word.
All right. You know the deal. You can play me heads up at Rapaport's Delight or join our custom DraftKings League at www.draftkings.com/IamRapaport. I know you probably get sick of me talking shit, but I win more than I lose. Once again, the Dingo danced with 5 of the top world champions in the DraftKings universe, okay? In a tournament, Rapaport's Delight. This time we came in 4th, which means I beat one more champion, okay? I didn't win the tournament, but I beat a champion. JL003. You got that ass cracked by the new kid on the block, and it ain't Donnie Wahlberg. It's the Gringo Mandingo. Max in 08, Joe Ruckus, and my man Al Smizzle. I respect your abilities, and I respect what's most important is that we danced. We danced beautiful dances. Okay? My proudest achievement of the weekend was winning a $5 16-man tournament, and my team was beautiful. Derek Carr, Amari Cooper, Jay Stu, Mo Sanu, Devontae Freeman, B. Marsh, Spencer Ware, Gary Barnage, and the Cowboys defense with 177 points. It was a blowout for Rapaport's Delight. Okay? I beat 15 other guys. Rapaport's Delight went 102-85 in DraftKings this week. I played 100. I won 102 games. I lost 85. Okay, you might say, well, that sucks. You try it. That's almost 200 games. First of all, setting the lineups alone, I should get some fucking kind of reward over here. You know what kind of work that is? The I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast Fantasy Football staff, we're working morning, noon, and night. Okay? The win-loss percentage is what you call plus 17. Okay, making this another successful round of dances. Some of you pop shit that you beat me once, twice, maybe 3 times. Okay? But you try dancing with this many dancers on DraftKings. Put your money where your mouth is, you fucks, you. Okay? Again, it's not about money. You could do it for $5. Okay? It takes a lot of concentration, a lot of fantasy football endurance to dance that many dances. I want to give some shout-outs for those who beat me and those who I beat. Take an aim at these fucks that beat me next week. Trust me, I mark you down with the special sauce lineup. Don't you worry about what's in the special sauce. It's a little salty, okay? So next week, come back and challenge me. Let's see your stuff. When there's so many teams on bye this week, you fucks you. Yo, Nikki B, C Mello 82, Dick Kebab, Freckleface, you got me after I cracked that ass the last 2 weeks. Don't worry, I see you, Freckleface. You Freckleface, fuck you. AC, Deucey, Trey, popping all that shit. You beat me twice this week. Okay, I beat 105 people, so slow your roll. All right, Ace, Deuce, Trey, Big Creamer. Yeah, I got some big cream for you. Yes, we can. Chris Pugs, you're good, Pugs. Charlie Lowe and Henny on the Rocks. And to anybody else who out there who beat me, I have all the names. So listen, if you make your name readable, I'll give you a shout out. But some people's names on DraftKings is so I can't even. I have to spell them out. Okay, but I know all the names that beat me, and trust me, I'll be bouncing back. And I'm coming at you real proper. I want to give a special shout out to the Rapper Chicks for having a great week. Can't wait to dance with you again, girls. No good shout out to Draft Stupid, okay, who didn't show up to our dance and had me waste my time by setting an 155-point team. Looking forward to spending your $10, asshole. Draft Stupid. If Draft Stupid asked to play you, okay, make him pay your fee. He wasted my time. Here's the teams that got their asses cracked real nice. Tool 24, you know me. Dingo Can't Dance. Really? LAD 2015. Joe Freeze 99. Rocky Balbona. Huh. I like your name. Sorry I had to do that to you. Casey Max 713. Sauce the Boss. Liam 1. The Vermont Rapper Pack. I love you. I hope you enjoyed your first dance. Please come back. T-Money 123. Remember you were talking all that shit? T-Money 123. Well, who's talking now? Me, the Gringo Mandingo, a.k.a. Michael Rapaport. But the reality is that we danced, and we danced beautifully. Keep coming back. The more dances, the merrier. All right, here's the predictions going in next week. Lots of teams are on bye this week, so your fantasy football prowess is going to be tested. Best of luck against the competition, and best of luck against Rapaport's Delight. Okay, Josh McCown versus the beat-up Dallas Cowboys at home. $5,300. Ryan Tannehill versus the Jets at home. This is a good buy for quarterback. DraftKings this week. Ryan Tannehill versus the Jets at home. $5,600. Aaron Rodgers versus the Colts. $7,800 is the most expensive play, but he's playing out of his mind. If you could figure out a way to get Aaron Rodgers versus the banged-up, beaten down Colts defense, do it. He's on a roll. He's going to kick ass. Running backs, if you're looking for a cheap sleeper, okay, you heard it here. Cheap sleeper. Rookie, Peyton Barber, $3,000 during the Thursday night game. Duke Johnson for $4,000 at Dallas. He's been consistent. Duke's real name is actually Duke, which I like that. And he catches the ball. If you're in a PPR league like DraftKings is, Duke Johnson, $4,000. I can't even say my man's name. I can't remember his name. Charkendrick West. I'm probably not saying your name right, but Charkendrick West, $4,400 on DraftKings versus Jacksonville at home. He's hungry and ready with Jamal Charles on IR, and I don't know if Jamal Charles is coming back. I hope he does. Spencer Ware is seeing stars with a concussion. West has the talent, and if he's the lead back with Ware out, he is worth the start for $4,400 at running back, all right? My big money play this week, listen, it's no secret, Ezekiel Elliott in Cleveland. You know what it is, $7,900. He should be good for a touchdown or two. Wide receivers, okay? Listen to the dingo. Help me help yourself, okay? I want people to start letting me set your lineups against me. That's how confident I am. I told John Hine, hit him with the Hine. I'm playing him this week in Stern Show. I said, let me set your lineup. Because if you don't let me set your lineup, you're not even going to have a chance to beat me. But I can only do so much with the team you drafted, okay? At wide receiver, the money plays on the cheap. Dontrell Inman of the Chargers, $3,100. If Travis Benjamin is out at home versus the Titans, I said if. Now, somebody complained, you told me to take somebody. You got to check the lineups. I'm going to tell you something. You can listen to any fantasy football advice, any predictions, the great Matthew Berry, Guru John Henson, whoever you're into, NFL Network. There's so many great people. But at the end of the day, Sunday morning comes, Thursday morning comes, you need to check your lineups. You need to see who's playing and who's not playing, okay? So if Dontrell Inman of the Chargers is playing because Travis Benjamin is out, put him in there, $3,100. Mosa knew I was right about you last week. I love you. I'm riding with you again on Thursday against Tampa Bay for $4,100. Quincy Enunwa, Stephon Diggs, Jeremy Maclin, they all have their grooves back for under $6K. My big dual money threat, okay? My big dual money plays are Jordy Nelson and Mike Evans, okay, playing Indy and Atlanta. I expect big games from these two receivers, okay? Jordy Nelson's a smidge slow, but Aaron Rodgers is getting it together. He's gonna make it happen. I expect big games, okay? Mike Evans is gonna go off versus Atlanta. It's gonna happen. Here's the tight ends. Austin Hooper, guy's name's Austin Hooper. $2,500 versus Tampa Bay on Thursday with Jacob Tamme out. Gary Barnidge, okay, $3,300, had 7 targets last week. I like him again this week against the beat-up Cowboys. The beat-up Cowboys, they're in trouble defensively. My big money play is Greg with the third leg. $6,200 in Los Angeles. And Greg with the third leg is going to get it popping in L.A. All right, with Cam feeling confident, he won't get hurt. Greg should get a lot of looks. Cam Newton is going to be untouchable this week. After taking those hits and complaining, as he has a right to do, Cam Newton is going to have a big week versus the Raiders in L.A. Defenses, New Orleans Saints versus San Francisco, $2,300. Baltimore at home versus Pittsburgh for $3,300. If, listen to me closely, if Big Ben is out. Ben, don't come back yet. I had a torn meniscus. You ain't ready. Okay, you got to be able to at least move around. You could wait a week or two. You guys will hold it down. Kansas City at home against Jacksonville, $3,500. Blake Bortles, you're on my shit list, my man. I don't care that you put up 35 points in garbage time last week. You need to learn to throw the football. You're a professional quarterback. You should just be benched in general. And you can never go wrong with starting the Denver and Minnesota defenses. Even though they're playing high-powered offenses, a pick six is always a play away, okay? So if you could figure out a way to get Denver or Minnesota, do it. All right, listen. That's it for the Fantasy Football Follies this week. Next week, I promise I will give an I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast League the once-over, the most corrupt commissioner in fantasy football. That's me, the Gringo Mandingo. The I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast League. Play hard and play to win because officialfantasyrings.com, they're making customized rings for the winners of the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast League. This ain't no joke, okay? If you want to get yourself a Butter Soft t-shirt, show your fantasy football league who's the best. We have the Smash Mouth Fantasy Football t-shirt in black and blue, respectively. We have the Fantasy Football and Chill t-shirt. We have the Hard Body Karate t-shirt. You could always go full Iverson when you're playing fantasy football. My name is Michael Rapaport, a.k.a. the Gringo Mandingo. I'm the quarterback of the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, Fantasy Football Follies, where we don't fact check, we don't stat check. I want to give a shout out to the 2 best producers in the podcast world, Miles Davis, who's Asian, and Jordan Winter, who's not Asian. It's the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, and I'm out.